Hello and welcome to round 2 front 9 coverage of the 2025 Discrafts Cascade Challenge. Get your coffee and donuts ready. We've got another round of coverage here. It is moving day. BigBarri commentary bringing you the action. Paul Ulibarri, Jerm Koling. What's up, Paul?
Hey, chilling. Hey, they got their donuts and then maybe they left you a cookie from yesterday, remember?
Oh, I ate all the cookies. I was a busy man last night, let me tell you. Thank you for that, by the way. Kristen in San Antonio. I appreciate that.
All right, Ezra. Fire emoji. 7 under par. Anthony Barela on the card. And then Gavin Phillips. Just 6 under. Kind of balling out of control.
It's a good breakout season for the young man from the Pensacola, Florida area. We are off to a pretty difficult, I want to say tricky little starting hole. You got this pretty strong right to left crosswind today.
Oh, it's raging.
Yeah, it's a big crosswind. And this gap is intimidating. Scary. I find it to be a little bit scary for a starting hole, especially with the mandatory.
I mean, look at the wind today. Here's the story of the day. Very windy.
Does it get calmer in the woods?
Yeah, of course.
Quite a bit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But in the wide open, it is 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour gusts.
All right, Ezra, in search of his first ever Pro Tour win.
It actually tricks you. That's 2 straight. That's done.
Yeah, need to get hyzer on that or go with a much more overstable disc. It's going to find OB for Ezra.
Yeah, this place gave you a sense of like security going into the woods, and that's not good here. Like, please get me into the woods, and then just beats you up in there too. Anthony, little Anheuser.
Oh,
no.
He kicks left. That's not good. Seen him a couple times this season. Seen him on coverage for his second round, but you've also seen him check in with a couple of aces and some throw-ins.
Oh, no. Horrible.
Makes the same mistake that Ezra made.
And I didn't get to mention Eagle on the card because we were kind of racing through the opening segue to the hole right there, but Eagle McMahon popping up now.
He's been back, but, you know, it takes a little while to settle and shake the dust off. Oh, no. Boy. Early release missed mandatory. Oh, boy. Wow.
I mean, AB has a chance to get a stroke on everybody with a really bad shot.
Wow.
This needs to slow down in order to get just a bogey.
No kidding.
Boy.
That's not the putt you want for your 4. That's not even the putt you want for your 3.
Whoa. This could bounce. Yeah. That's not good. Oh, bouncing is good.
Good check.
Love bouncing.
Bouncing's wonderful.
You know how they bum.
Sometimes
and
they,
OB?
yeah, that could have found OB quick. I agree with you. I think he took the pace off a little bit to account for it.
Pretty smooth little upshot right there. I like that.
I like those little jump throws when a player has that control. That's a really useful approach shot. Okay, Eagle up first to save the bogey. And then AB a chance to get a stroke on the card. That's a great hit.
Just an awesome putt.
That right to left crosswind can be brutal for a right-handed putter, especially at that distance. Eagle does great to keep it low, driven, keeps the angle flat.
This is looking harder and harder as I watch his clothes wrap around his body.
Oh, boy, what a struggling starting hole for our lead card.
I mean, second card has to already be in the mix. A few holes up. I mean, just 2 of them getting birdie, getting 2 on the lead card.
Yeah, wow.
Which is really weird. I bet you this is the first time ever that there's been nothing but bogeys on the first hole.
I think I saw someone called a scar frame.
Yeah, I've heard that. That's an awesome name for it.
Yeah, no kidding. Everyone's a little bit hurting right now. But It is a hole that is averaging nearly a quarter of a stroke over. No, actually, exactly a quarter of a stroke over par. The conditions that you said that we would be having today, that we would be playing in,
Wrong.
would net much more underscore pars. That's what we both kind of predicted, actually.
I didn't know it was going to be raging winds.
Yeah, I don't think-
tornadic. Oh,
Patreon winner.
let's go.
We've got Kyokuk Mom. I am guessing that was said correctly. Congratulations. You are the winner of this week's Patreon disc. Check out JomezPro.com/Patreon to learn more about that and our future practice round giveaways. But following up our conversation about scoring averages, 3 holes today in total play below par. Tough course.
Yeah, par 5 here. You're going to have the tailwind to your advantage.
And these guys should be eating with that tailwind.
And that is eating a lot of distance. That makes this hole really easy as long as you can just throw anything through that gap and have a scramble shot.
That was Brazilian steakhouse, all-you-can-eat buffet.
I mean, I worry about AB going deep. I just do. He just throws it so far, and yeah. I mean, is this too far?
That's all you can eat right there.
Is that too far?
No, that is...
Oh,
he just cleaned out the seafood
goodness.
buffet. They have no more food for anyone else.
How do you do that?
A lot of food.
Nobody really knows. Just one guy knows.
Gavin trying to smooth his way around the corner.
Unless he has power I don't know about. That needs
Looks
to
pretty hazardy. No, it's past it, isn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Yep, good.
It's a great drive.
It had a late flip there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I thought it was going to hyzer out. Did not. Has the power I didn't know about.
Eagle goes big and hyzer.
That's a...
It's going to hold. And it's going to go OB long.
Yeah.
All right. Par very much still on the table for Eagle with a good second shot.
I mean, birdie, honestly.
Oh, goodness. That would be astronomical. That'd be incredible.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, he hit 19 things, and he's right in the middle. He's barely outside circle 2. Well, 33 feet outside circle 2.
Yeah.
So he could still birdie.
Gavin in good position off the tee. Just one good shot here should set up a pretty easy approach for birdie.
Why doesn't he just go all the way home? Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. C2.
Heavy on the hyzer. Beats a lot of trees, though. Yeah, you take that all day.
Eagle look. Yeah, a couple of them coming up. Nothing super close. Both are going to be obstructed. See if AB can go back-to-back eagles on this hole in consecutive rounds.
Get to 1 under par. Oh, no. Yeah.
Not likely.
No.
Might not be guaranteed even a birdie.
Pretty big gap over there on the right. If he can get the height. Oh, he's going low. And he could get... That's the right height.
All right, little backspin there at the end outside the bullseye. Good look for birdie coming up.
It's a fantastic little scramble shot. Oh, I forgot you. It's hard to be outside circle 2 and get the height.
And that should, yeah, par coming up for Eagle. Always fun putting for Eagle. Ezra's going to have to get pretty crafty here. Very makeable distance, but a tough line. That will be an offsetting birdie for AB. Bring him back to 6 under. And Gavin Phillips, who was 5 under after 8 holes in round 1. Back to 5 under right now, and back to 6 under.
Yeah, we see up there at the top, Isaac through 2 is 7 under par. So I was correct in saying that cost him.
Oh, yeah. Eagle with their only par on the card.
It's funny. I heard through the grapevine that Isaac was practicing the hole or the course before the tournament started and said he couldn't stand the place.
No kidding.
Not stand. Those are my own words, but, he was struggling. I'll say that.
Yeah, okay. All right, we got to check in here with Robert Burridge. That is a difficult park job on the tricky hole 5. He's about to be 4 under through the first 5 holes.
Playing his nemesis from a few years back.
Oh, yeah. Playoff back to Des Moines. Incredible playoff. All too often, I feel like we get a lot of one and dones. That one was 4 exciting holes.
Simon going with the little stabby spin, nose up. Got him. Give me that.
He loves that putt. You ever see someone intentionally take a knee when they didn't have to just because?
Yeah. Yeah, Gannon all the time.
I just mean from a wide open stance. Because there's one player that I can think of, Matt Peckham, employee for Innova East Coast for like 20 plus years. Used to just take his knee and putt from the knee. Just found that he was putting better. He didn't last long.
I love it. I love it.
Every once in a while, I mean, I feel like people really focus when they take a knee, and they just don't consider it as that is their stance.
I'm the worst ever that there's ever been from a knee. So 330 sidearm. We saw AB yesterday just absolutely base this thing. Low sidearm on the left side. And then we saw a couple dime pieces with a mid-range turnover. So all kinds of things play here. Ezra going to go with this is his flippier fairway driver, overstable fairway driver. So see how that kind of turns right there?
And stays maybe 2 straight. Yeah.
And take it though,
Yeah, missed all the trees in the way. Yeah,
I
that's not far at all.
So hard to base this thing back to back. He really pushed the left side, AB did yesterday. See if he makes the correction.
He also started off 3 under through 2 holes. Much different start today.
Looks awful lot like yesterday. Didn't really push the right.
Oh, jeez.
Man.
That is as good as they make it.
Robert Burridge to 8 under through the 5 holes. So, ooh, that's going to cost you.
A little early, a little reckless. Not a good kick either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crispy.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to end up about 25 feet right. But you take that one every time.
Yeah, putt to get back to even on the round.
Gavin still has a ton of work to do. It's not going to be easy, but he's got to look from about 40 feet for the par.
Brad, my caddy calls him Big Beachy.
Big Beachy?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yep.
Anyone who gives the nickname to Austin Turner, Hot Boy Summer, I'll just accept any nicknames you have for the rest of time.
I'm not I'm pretty sure Brad gave that. I don't, maybe not.
Oh, man, I saw one of those yesterday as well.
Yeah.
A little toilet bowl action here.
Those are ones that just barely leak. It's like a 30-70 putt. 30% of the time they drop and you act like you meant to do it, and then you get to slide out 70% of the time.
Eagle.
99.9% when you hit them like that, though, they stay in.
Yeah, it might be higher than 99%. That's That's about as good as it get. Kind of an annoying little bogey butt coming back with Gavin with the trees behind him.
Yeah.
Poking that long, luxurious locks.
It's a good putter. Really good. There you go.
Got to be. And that absolute dime from AB nets the easy birdie. And he's back under par now for the round. Isaac Robinson out in front.
I knew Levi before Pound was a company. He wants it to be perfect. And I think he's the kind of guy that nothing's ever perfect. At this point, I don't think anyone's disputing that it's the best bag ever made. It's the most comfortable bag that I've ever worn. The most tough and well-built and long-lasting thing that I'd ever tried on.
What are we doing here, Paul?
Throw it as straight as you can with a little fade to the right if you're a right-handed player. So get to these 3 trees in the middle. First, you got to hit the gap, and then turn it through here if you can. There's out of bounds left, so you'll see people play a little bit farther to the right just to make sure they don't get a kick over there to the out of bounds. But mainly, hit the initial gap, which is about 80 feet in front of you. Check 1. Don't fade left. Check 2. Check 3. Scramble from there. Uh-oh.
Check 1.
Check 1.
Check 2?
No.
Oh, OB. I don't think he finds OB if he doesn't hit that tree and get the roll back.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a bad break.
I don't think he finds OB if he throws it a little higher either.
Mm-hmm.
So
That skip was
good break turned into a bad break.
correct. Eagle. Wow. Look at this trust.
That's the
Oh.
that's
Oh
still
my
I mean,
God.
you're not going to complain about that. He'll have a hyzer sidearm, I believe, or backhand turnover.
Oh, I just wanted to see where that was heading without that tree. That thing was ambitious. It was moving.
Thick stuff on the right. Just bushes and stuff.
Yeah.
But it looks like he gets past it.
Yeah, leaning against that log might be an awkward footing, but he's 200 feet away.
You can move that log if you want.
He could easily move that log.
He probably already did. He probably moved the log there. Oh, there you go.
Gavin with the nice smooth turnover. Great flight.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's
really
center cut.
Well, it opens up the fairway, so that's good.
Still not easy. Even though there's a line in front of him, there's another 10 trees behind the line just waiting to get in the way. But AV navigates it all very well. Tricky putt coming up for the par with the tree blocking. But tall player like him, he can straddle out, open up a good gap.
Missed a bunch of them. Got the last one.
Well, he said he's the number 1 C2 player in the world right now, and he's just outside C1. So good opportunity for Ezra to show off his putting chops.
Go in. Oh, boy.
That was close. What a drive. What an approach.
But still haven't got to eagles. And he hit a tree.
And he hit a tree. Is he putting?
Oh, he was going to be home. He was going to be circle 2, I think.
Oh, my goodness. I feel like we were robbed just a bit there, man. That thing had so much left on it.
Agreed.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get the 615, but I could see a 550.
I think it was getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, he just jump putted that, 80 feet? He has a 20-footer?
That's
Yeah.
incredible. Oh, wow. Surprise, surprise. I'm so glad you shared that stat with me. I wasn't familiar with your work, sir.
Well, it's cool because when you know that, then you anticipate it. You know, if you don't know that, you're just like, okay, what's going to happen? But now you're like, okay, this guy makes these. You know, kind of like a Ricky or even Corey Ellis for a long time would make just everything.
All right, straddle out to the right side for the par. This would be a great par to take. And he gets it. Good scramble. Oh, the tree kick did not deny Eagle his birdie. And Gavin now has back-to-back bounce-back birdies after bogeys on 1 and 3. And he's even par for the round. You got to remember the back 9 is just always looming in your head. You know the gauntlet comes up pretty quick. Love to have some birdies to bring into that stretch. Right now, Jake Mahon, Isaac Robinson, a few others, they're padding some birdies right now, giving them a pretty good comfort for when that back 9 comes around and starts laying down the smackdown. Well, 5's par 3, 325 feet. There's a backdoor play that I think you're going to see everyone take, but there's also an inside forehand turnover play that opens up the biggest gap. Mandatory forcing players down the right side. Eagle goes inside backhand.
That's an accident.
I'm gonna say, could an inside backhand work if it was like super duper sawed off?
On accident. Yeah.
Not on purpose.
No, nobody's trying to get that gap. I mean,
This is the gap. This is the width. That is the result.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Inside, got to get lucky now.
Yeah. Oh, man, that had some heat behind it.
Pepper.
A little more salt next time, man. Slow it down. Looks pretty good, Paul. Oh, man.
Yeah, all of those looked inside to me.
Even Ezra's?
Yes. I mean, it worked.
It says a lot about the hole.
What does it say?
Well, it just says that the shot shape is not a hyzer as much as it is a straight shot with a late fade. Oh, that looked glorious.
Wasn't that a little scenic spot?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Tarzan?
It looks like it. Oh, man.
Almost got it to fall. Can't take him for granted. Outside the bullseye. When does it get uncomfortable, you think, on the Pro Tour? Right there?
Oh, that's subjective. You know, I think it gets on.
just across the board. You're in the bullseye. Typically, everybody's like, okay, clean it up.
Yeah, there's
How
nothing
far
there.
outside of it?
I think if it's a calm wind day, I think it starts getting weird at about 28 feet. I think if there's any wind at all, I think 22 feet, I think it starts to feel a little uncomfortable. If there's a lot of wind, I think about 7 feet starts getting tricky for me.
Jake Mahon, 5 under through 11.
The question should be answered by you, sir, Mr. Second Place in the tour on C1X.
When does it get uncomfortable for me?
Yes.
It doesn't.
So why'd you ask me that question, jerk? It's hole 6, par
No.
3, 445, straight through a tight gap, OB on the left side. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying for the tour across the board, I bring those stats up a little. I'm doing my part.
Hey.
My point is where Gavin was right there. I think that's where it gets a little tricky.
That's when situational
Yeah.
discomfort comes into play. You
Yeah.
know, how have things been going?
This isn't going well.
No, it needs to hit a spectator and kick back
Or
and
go
bounce.
really far.
Also really far. It opens up a bit.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Goes really far. Surprise, surprise, Ezra launches discs far.
Past the OB.
Good clean release. A little bit too much turn for Eagle.
Yeah, it's everything that gets over is just going to get pounded.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can get the height, even though these guys throw it so dang far. I don't know. It just takes a really crispy turn. Like this was close, but now because he went for it, you know, you take on that out of bounds.
But also getting the distance. Maybe that crosswind helping a bit. Surprised I haven't seen any of these guys try the hyzer yet, especially with the
Gets it
crosswind.
over, but brings that OB into play. Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
A tick more Anheuser maybe, but then you might just get smashed.
I think the hyzer play works great for AB.
Yeah, I like the Heiser. I'm surprised you didn't do it. I did it. Hit the first tree. Took a 5. Well, I poured it. But
Ezra
felt
going
like
for a
5.
throw. Interesting play. Good touch.
Ripping.
Awkward stance. Tries to give a little nose up floaty bid, but ends up looking more like a layup.
Little C2 bid here. Whoa.
Oh, come on.
Nomination for Putt of the Year?
Yo. I love it. Let
I
the
mean,
wind do the work.
I've never seen maybe one that high. You?
That goes in without chains.
That's the highest spin putt I've ever seen made, I think.
That was awesome.
That was insane.
I mean, it needed every bit of that height with that ripping tailwind from, what, 70 feet?
Mark this as a top 10 shot of the year. That was crazy.
At least the top 10 putt.
Yeah, top 10. No, a shot, dude. I've never seen a spin putt. So like a Marweed who does that,
Yeah.
sure. I've never seen somebody who goes from like the chest area.
That was cool. For
That's
sure.
crazy.
AB dropping a bogey. Back to even for the round.
I want to watch that again.
Ezra.
Jeez,
Watch
did that go
out.
through the basket?
That was a little alarming.
We went from the highest putt to the lowest putt ever made.
Well, I mean, you can see the wind is making Gavin reconsider the quick putt. Take a
Yep.
second. You're asking questions about when does it become uncomfortable? With this wind, right about that distance.
Mm-hmm.
And check in with Ezra Robinson. Going for the turnover on 7. 490 feet. Whoa, look at that skip.
Off the root of the tree.
Oh, no. Okay. You're talking about shots of the year. This one might be one of the top 10 shots of the year that we
Maybe
see.
luckiest shots of the year. Watch what he hits. He hits the corner of the tree. Oh, no. He just hits the ground.
He hits the ground on the perfect angle to get this rocket launch
Holy
skip.
moly.
That was as pure as it gets, buddy.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Quite literally perfection on a hole like this that plays more like a soft par 4 than a par 3. It's just so long. You never see anyone that close. That is remarkable. All All right, a round that started off slow is starting to provide some fun highlights. Ezra back tied on top. I guess he was going into the hole as well. And here's that hole once again, 490 feet.
That putt, dude.
I know. Well, he was parked. He was under the basket.
You know what I'm saying.
Mandatory for some players on the left side here. Rollers of common play when it's not windy. I think the air shot's going to be the play today to try to do what Ezra did, but getting that close, good luck with that. A lot of trees down the middle of the fairway once you get past the mandatory.
Really easy to miss the Mando today with this left to right crossing wind.
Oh, Eagle is going to lay down the roller regardless.
Oh. Man,
Whoa.
Tried a lot.
That fought through the initial entry to the foliage.
Nice work.
Thanks, man. You should try it sometime.
I've
Ezra
tried it so many times.
is also trying the roller, and man, did he air it through the mandatory? Did he make the Mando? That looked like that was certainly headed for a missed Mando.
It looked like it went in between the mandatory and the other tree.
Wow. Yeah, that crosswind is going to beat down any anhyzer into its force. That's going to be a tricky approach shot for Gavin.
I like the shape. Get past the Mando. Ooh.
Just barely?
Same shot.
Wow.
Ezra.
That's an awesome shot.
That was looking close to the Mando, too.
Mm-hmm. Really, really close to the mandatory. And that's how tight you have to keep it.
I mean, you don't have to do that.
Well, you're right. You don't have to.
Going with the flex play. I like this. Opens up on the left side. Plays it perfectly.
I'll have that one for bogey. Pretty common score here for Ezra coming up. Very difficult hole to get the birdie.
Eagle got himself a long look, actually. And after the last putt he had, I can't imagine this not coming close. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's feeling good, man. The putt he made on 1, really good. Nice solid putt on hole 2. Everything else has been close, and the big putt he made on 6, incredible. AB low again, like hole 1. Only 3 total birdies in the field. Ty Love, Connor O'Reilly, and the Ezra Robinson shot you saw just a moment ago. Gavin, left side. It's going to be a double bogey. What was the temperature like out there today, Paul?
When you were in the kind of the open where the sun was, it was manageable. It was like a little sweater weather.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you got in the woods, it got colder.
A lot colder.
Yeah, and then towards the end of the day, it got really cold.
Isaac, first check in with him today. He goes right on hole 9, pin high. 35 feet for the birdie and sends that one in freely.
How smooth is that?
Not much flutter on it, man. And it's what it takes to get maximum distance and also to keep the disc flying true in the wind, whether it's a crosswind, headwind, tailwind. The disc wants to react the way it should because it's not trying to establish itself in its flight. It's just on that line immediately.
2 options here. Straight as a string. Mid-range, fairway driver right over this log. Or backdoor sidearm. Other than that, you got to get lucky.
This looks a little bit too turned over, and a tree kick for eagle midway up the fairway. I guess I should say off the fairway. It's a good looking line here for Ezra.
I love it.
It's like essentially exactly what you're wanting it to look like. A tad long, but you'll take that putt 8 days a week. Similar line for AB.
Yeah, I love it.
Bit closer, I think.
Is it a string? No. It was straight,
It
though.
was beautiful. Really nice pull. Just tiny fraction of a foot or so off the line.
Wow. Powerful putt.
Accurate. Gavin not really been in a position to do the scoring you like to do on the front nine so far. He's going to be 2 over through 8 holes. 7 back of the pace he had yesterday. Ezra in for the birdie, a nice putt. That's going to tie him once again with Isaac at the top.
Maybe he got really close.
Got a little marweed action here on our chase card. On hole 10, the island hole. Oh, come on, Paul.
Little bounce off the tree.
He hated
grind the wall. And then now you get to see a putt that goes kind of high. See, that's like a typical high.
That is the way to accept the gift the course gives you. All too often, this course takes and takes. Marweed able to receive the gift. Let's see if we can see him turn away. Oh, that's AB's drive.
Luke Taylor. Haven't seen his name up here in a while.
He's been playing well this week. Hasn't been caught on film yet, but I think if he keeps doing this, we're going to see him. He might have something to say about this weekend before the event is over. Get to the final hole on the front nine, and then we will be halfway through the event. Par 4, 520 feet, shaped like a U-turn essentially. Another mandatory for some players on the left side as they get through the tight gap. Forehand plays, don't want to drive it too long. You can find yourself OB. And with this headwind coming up the fairway, a forehand that isn't thrown with a lot of hyzer could easily turn over and find that OB long.
Ooh, that's stable.
Good overstable. And look at that flip up.
No. Oh. Uh-oh.
What in tarnations is going on? That was wild. That's the first time I've ever seen a disc going 50 miles an hour go backwards from where it hit the ground without hitting a tree or anything else.
It's going to be fine for Anthony.
Yeah, once you make the gap, the shot isn't that difficult to get at least a look for the birdie.
Yeah, it's a basic shot to get around the corner. It's just you have to miss a bunch of guardians.
Yeah.
Like every single shot from here that these guys are going to throw now, if they get to, or if Gavin gets through the gap, he does.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Without the trees, guarantee they're all within the circle. You know, the shape
Right,
that they throw
right.
in is not tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, do you miss all of the trees?
AB up first into the headwind.
Goes inside route.
Oh,
That's
just
the proper play, I think, from where he is.
hits soft ground and sits really nicely.
Ezra's probably going to go a little wider. No, he goes inside as well.
Needs to slow down. Does a decent job at that. 28 feet.
So they keep going over the hazard. I wonder if Gavin's going to take it around the hazard, and he is. So now this brings a couple trees in. See? He misses them. That's a perfect shot, I think.
Yep, pushing it to the limit on that backside, but Heiser's just in time. The best way to get parked for sure.
Also perfect.
Yeah,
Wow.
well done for our card. Got one lengthy putt.
Let's donate some money.
It would be nice. He's not in C2 though, so I don't know what his C1 stats are.
Probably really good. He's on the lead card. Yeah, really good.
Really good. Well, our front nine began with a scar frame, and it looks like it's going to end with a star frame.
Bookends. Patching it up a little, you know?
This is the second easiest hole on the course.
Really?
Yep. And you're going to see why that is the case when the back nine comes around. If you didn't watch round one coverage, there's some doozies on the back.
Ezra grabbing the lead again. I like that.
Solo lead, 11 under. Yeah. Luke
Just
Taylor jumping up into third place.
You know what I like about this course, and I'm going to like it no matter what happens with this card going into the final day. Somebody could shoot a 14 under or something.
Whoa.
No, I'm saying theoretically,
Okay.
somebody could shoot a 14 under and be like 6th card and have a shot.
I see what you're
You
saying.
see, like
because it's such a difficult course.
Yeah, the possibilities, like
right.
you can get through it all, especially with the players that we have. And it's one of the only places where I feel like that's possible.
So you're saying Paul Ulibarri still has a chance?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, if I shoot 14 under, of course. No.
Got to get on your giddy up, bud.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you to the Founders Club for being our support, for being our safety net, for being our warm hug on a cold night. I don't know, Paul, help me out here.
We just love you guys, I think is what he's trying to say. And remember to like and subscribe.
They already did. The other
And,
ones, you guys do that.
And thank you to the Founders Club as well.
See you guys.